because I get to speak in Spanish. And so it's really a lot of fun that I get to practice my Spanish with my friends at Decameron, all-inclusive hotels and resorts. Good morning, good afternoon, no matter where you're tuning in from the beautiful US of A. Let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from, and let us know if you have ever been to this magnificent country called El Salvador. I had one of my best friends in the whole wide world. Her name is Senia Berrios, actually, and she's from El Salvador. So I know about the cuisine, pupusas, and the dances and the magic. But when I found out that the Cameron was going to focus on El Salvador, I was so excited because I started learning more about the destination and just so much that it has to offer. So I'm excited to be here today with my new friend, Jairo Berrio Velez, who is, I'll say it in English, she's a regional sales director for Central America and the Caribbean. How are you, Jairo?
Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you very much for all of you for this time. Please excuse my English, but I'm very glad and happy to have this space with all of you.
We love hearing your accent. Are you kidding me? We would have every webinar with you if we could. It's the best part and it's what makes our world so beautiful and diverse. So don't you worry. If you can put up with my Spanish, I think we're good. Okay, so I just want to say a quick note. As always, in case anyone's tuning in that's brand spanking new, we will be recording this webinar. And this webinar will be posted, of course, on our YouTube channel as well. It's going live in Facebook. Hey, everyone in Facebook. And on the Decameron page in Spoiled Agent. When you visit their page, you're going to find out about their properties. You're going to see videos. You're going to find out about their amazing travel agent rates and all their contact details about their properties, which you're going to learn more about now. Now, they're always so generous, being a fantastic partner in spoiling. Do you want me to say the prize or do you want to say that, Jairo? Because I know
Go
there's a
ahead,
prize.
Sabrina. No, yes, there's a
Okay.
prize for all of you. So, Sabrina, it's all yours.
Yes, I'm very excited about that. So I have, and I just heard a bing. I don't know if that was me or you, but if you have Teams on, hit quit Teams, Heido, because it will bug you the whole time. Actually quit it or if you have that option, because
Yeah,
Teams is it's good when you're not on a webinar, but not when you are.
yeah, I'm
Because you
so
hear
sorry.
bing, bing, bing all the time, right? Okay,
Yes.
so the prize for today, one lucky agent is going to win a 4-night all-inclusive stay right here at the Royal Decameron Salinitas. So I can't win. So please promise me that whoever wins, put the pictures in our Facebook group because I want to live through you going to experience this. I love the reactions. I can see that. Let's show our love to Heido. And thank you so much to the Decameron for this lovely prize. All you need to do, as you know, to qualify is to stay on till the end of the session, and then we will announce the winner next week. They're selected randomly, as you know. If you're tuning in on Facebook, make sure to leave your email. Here on Zoom, don't worry, we have all the info we need. Now, remember, if you have questions, Jairo is the director, okay? He knows everything there is to know. No pressure, Jairo. He knows everything there is to know. So please ask your questions and put them in the Q&A box because they do get lost when we put them in the chat, okay? And without further ado, I'm gonna let you get started. Jairo.
Thank you. Thank you again, Sabrina. And again, it's my pleasure for being here and express a little bit about the Cameron and about the Cameron Salinitas. I'm just meeting right now from El Salvador. This is a very vibrant and exciting country. And just to let you know briefly, the Cameron Hotels and Resorts is an all-inclusive hotel chain that has a dedicated group of companies catered to the tourism industry. We are basically based on all-inclusive tourism, and we have hotels, a commercial agency, a multi-vacations timeshare, and the Camera Explorer DMC company. We have various type of clients: corporate, employee fund, individual FIT tourists, MICE, schools. So we have several brands around that cater for these kind of segments on the tourism industry. Specifically, also we have a new partnership since last year with Wyndham Hotels for some hotels of the company, which the Cameron Salinitas in El Salvador is not included as within this alliance. We have different kind of services, as I mentioned, for our guests. And well, let's start discovering the Cameron Salinitas, as Sabrina mentioned. In El Salvador, I just want to have some quick facts here for you guys to be aware. The capital of El Salvador is San Salvador. We have a population of 6.3 million people. It's a very small country. It's the smallest country in Central America, of just 8,000 square miles. So it's very, very small, but this has a lot of good and positive things for our clients and our visitors, because everything is really uh, near to visit. The official language is Spanish. There's no issue with the currency exchange or changing currency, because we have the US dollar active in El Salvador. We are bordered by the Pacific Ocean, by Guatemala and Honduras. Um, well, we have an excellent climate and weather in El Salvador for you guys to enjoy and your clients. We have a wet season, which is not that wet, meaning from May to October, and a dry season from November to April. Obviously, this is a tropical region, and we could have some quite small showers, 20 minutes, and then the sun rises up again. Um, this here is Royal Decameron Salinitas. This is an all-inclusive resort. Basically, is the only all-inclusive resort that we have, or that is in the country. It's the only resort in the country, and it's the only all-inclusive in El Salvador. So this is a key thing to you, because the country, as you may have heard, is obviously evolving into bringing new tourism and new opportunities, because now with all this change in the politics and in the government, now El Salvador is in the top of mind of lots of countries, lots of visitors that want to come. And this is a very safe country in Central America right now to visit. I'm gonna show you a short video. Sorry that there's some text in Spanish, but this is just a short video of Royal Decameron Salinitas. Well, how do you see this video? We have a very nice property. It's located in a unique region. Thank you for all those hearts. And it's the Cameron Salinitas is located in a very specific and strategic location on Acajutla, which is in the Sonsonate region on the Salvadorian Pacific coast. It's a very interesting region, because it's very near all the almost all the touristic products, meaning the volcanoes, the colonial towns. I'm gonna show you a little bit more about this, but it's very near. It's in the coastline, but it's very near all the attractions of the best attractions of the country. Specifically, Royal Decameron Salinitas has 552 rooms. There's two type of room category in this all-inclusive hotel. We have the standard rooms. We have 432 standard rooms. They're approximately 35 square meters, or 344 square feet. And we have the superior rooms, which we have 120 of them, which are 42 square meters and 53 square feet. The difference between the standard rooms and the superior rooms basically is the location and the space of the room. The superior rooms are bigger, are more on the blocks of ocean front, and they are on these buildings that have higher floors with elevators and in a specific nicer area maybe of the property. The hotel has one buffet restaurant, two snack station, four a la carte restaurants, six bars. There's a beach club with 24/7 unlimited drinks and bars, internet service, complimentary. But there's also we have a spa and souvenir stores with an extra charge. We have our Decameron Explorer DMC tour desk also on property for your clients that want to visit or go out of the property or the resort if they haven't bought beforehand any excursion or transfers. And obviously, the hotel is, as you may have seen a little bit on the video, and maybe not on this picture specifically, but it's themed as a Mayan, the Mayan culture decoration or theme. It's very, you go to that property and you really feel the touch of the Mayan civilization, the Mayan culture on this resort, where additional, we have lots of activities for our guests, paintball canopy. We have obviously packages for wedding, honeymoon, lots of activities for children. And this property also have for the My segment a big convention center for us for 2,000 people in auditorium style. So and also several other meeting rooms on the complex. So this MICE business also for the Decameron Salinitas is really big, and we receive a lot of groups, a lot of MICE groups around the year, pharmaceuticals and whatever you list in our convention center, in our events team. This is, I wanted to share the map of the property. As you may see, all these orange squares or rectangles are the rooms around the coastline. And then around those rooms, obviously, are all the pools and the service centers, the tennis courts, and all what the hotel has to offer. It's a really big property, but it has two lobbies that obviously can cater depending on the necessity of the guest to have less distance to move around. Okay. Um, and also, I wanted to mention that this hotel, as you may see on the point, I don't know if you see my cursor on the 49, it has a salt swimming pool, meaning a saltwater swimming pool. It's a natural saltwater swimming pool, which is a good thing because remember that we're on the Pacific coastline. Sometimes we have these low and high tides, and maybe for a couple of 2 hours approximately on the day, maybe the tide is too low. So we have this comfortable natural pool for our guests to have the same, sea level, and it's really a nice touch for the property, for the hotel. Also, as I was mentioning, this hotel has several pools for kids. For adults only. We have also in our daily program of activities for the families. We have entertainment all day, and we have at night a show. Every night we have a show as Decameron has in all of its properties that changes every day, and it goes around to 15 shows without repeating. And after the show, there's the disco also for people that want to go and later have the disco open for the guests. We also have a pool with a water slide, which is here on number 5. For the family to have a little bit more adventurous part of the property. We have a video game and movie room here on number 5. So there's plenty of stuff. We have our tennis courts. We have our bicycle routes where you can take the bicycle without no extra cost along all the property. So the Cameron Salinitas has a lot of services that we are also going to share to you in detail, not only with this presentation, but also with our fact sheet that you may want to detail if you have well, or right now, if you have any questions at the end, or in the text, or as Sabrina was telling, we would gladly tell you a little bit more about it. But a really good and important aspect of El Salvador is how to sell El Salvador and how to, you know, convince or have your clients know a little bit more or interested about El Salvador, because El Salvador, as the smallest country of Central America and with the past history of conflict and insecurity, we are pushing to showcase how changed is the country, how prepared is for the tourism, and the Decameron is also a part of this project with the Decameron Explorer, as I mentioned, our own DMC. The Decameron El Salinitas can offer, or the Decameron can offer to our guests and to our client several excursions, not only transfers from the airport and back and forth, private or regular transfers, because we have people in the airport waiting for your guests. We are the only hotel company that has a spot on the El Salvador International Airport, Comalapa International Airport. And we also offer a various portfolio of excursions for our guests. For example, the volcanic complex, which is 20 minutes away from the property, Lake Coatepeque. We even sell a mixture of two experiences together, or two countries, because as you may know, Antigua, Guatemala, which is a UNESCO heritage site, is just 4 hours, mostly 4 hours drive from our property. So we have day excursions to Antigua, Guatemala from our property with the Decameron Explorer. We also have the Mayan archaeological route. We have the flower route, towns with hot springs, the Santa Ana volcano hike, the flower route, and also, as you may have seen or noticed, also El Salvador is very popular for surf. There's the region of Surf City, which is like 30 minutes away from the hotel, and we also have an excursion or a tour for Surf City and the La Libertad town, where our guests also can have this surf experience. As I was mentioning, the Decameron Explorer DMC has all the certifications and qualifications in order to provide safe and professional transits and excursions. And as I was mentioning, for example, the city tour at night to San Salvador. This San Salvador Colonial City Center is being, in the last 4 years, updated with the library, with the National Palace, with the cathedral, all completely renewed, or really updated. There's also the art museum, the Central American Park. So this city tour, the day one and the night one, are really popular. The Santa Volcano tour, Santa Ana, it's an easy hike to the crater of the Santa Ana volcano, and it's a great experience for the people who like that. And the flower route in Albania, which is this colonial town with all its typical gastronomy and memorabilia. The Surf City, and I'm gonna show you just a short video about what I mentioned about the Cameron Explorer. Yeah, it's a very nice place. I just want to also mention that access from the US by airfare is really easy. There's various airlines that fly directly to San Salvador, which is American Airlines, Avianca, United Airlines, Spirit Airlines, Volaris, which is Salvadorian and Mexican airline. And through Panama, we have Copa Airlines also. So there's lots of direct flights. For example, from Los Angeles, it's a 5 hour flight. From Miami, it's a 2 hour and 30-minute flight. From Washington, D.C., it's a 4 hour and a half flight. So direct flight. So there's really lots of options directly to fly to El Salvador. The State Department of USA has decreased several years ago the travel advisory. So we just have the level one, which is the obviously normal precautions to go and visit. So we are okay with that travel advisory from the State Department, and we obviously want you guys to feel free to ask all the questions. We are really glad and happy to have you be in love with this country and in love with the Cameron Salinitas, because we are sure that when you visit us or even sell this destination and resort to your clients, the experience is gonna be really good. Salvadorians people are really nice. The gastronomy is really nice, and it's a different place. It's a beach resort, but it's not in the Caribbean. It's full of Mayan civilization, architecture, and customs. So it's a different vibe. It's a different experience. So I really invite you all to experience us. So that's it. Thank you very much.
What a wonderful presentation. Everybody wants to go to El Salvador. I already got some comments and questions from our Facebook community wondering about the agent rates so that they can experience that. Do you want to talk about that? I have that information as well.
Well, sorry, Sabrina, that specifically I know there's a spoiled agent, travel agent rate for
Yes.
Salinitas. I know that my colleagues Guillermo and Nora sent that, but I don't have in the top of my mind the
That's
rate right
okay.
now.
I have it. That's why I'm here. And so I'll
Okay.
share the page with everyone in the chat box so you have it. It's actually from Sunday to Thursday, 67. I believe this is double occupancy and it's
Yes.
net rates per person per night in double occupancy, 67 US
All
dollars, all
inclusive.
inclusive, guys. And on the weekend it's only 75. I don't even think you can go out for dinner for that price. Like now you have all inclusive. I think it's rent out your house, put it on Airbnb and go to El Salvador for a month. That's what I would be doing with these rates. So I'm going to
Yeah.
share those rates and this page with everyone because there's properties as well, Panama, Ecuador, Peru, Mexico, and Jamaica. Guys,
Mhm.
their highest rate is $121 in Jamaica and Montego Bay, their Grand Decameron. So really wonderful rates to help spoil you and help give you the confidence to recommend these great properties so you experience them firsthand. So I'm going to go to, you like to stay, right, Brandy? Brandy says, I'd like to stay before I sell the property. That makes complete sense. So at this point, if you have to run, because we know you're going to tell your clients all about the Cameron, we forgive you, right, Jairo? But
Totally.
if you'd like to stay on, we are going to go through the questions right now.
Sure.
And I'm just going to share the page real quick before anyone goes. And you know, Decameron was right up there, spoiling the agents on the travel agent month, which we just ended and announced. So lots of great winners there. So here we go, Decameron on spoiled agent. Here is the link and the page for everyone. So that's going to be your contact information for Decameron, brochures, travel agent rates, how to book them, and all of that fun stuff. Geo on Facebook, hey Geo, says they're already packed. Their bags are packed. So I love that
Woohoo.
positive affirmation. I love that absolutely. So let's first go with the questions here, and if there's any on Facebook, I'll go there as well. So what is the best time of year to visit San Salvador?
Right. So that's a very good question. I just detail it very fast, but there's two seasons specifically. The dry season is from November to April, and the wet season is obviously from May to October. But since this is a tropical country, we could experience some very, very small showers on the dry season, not too much, very small. And on the wet season, which is from May to October, we do have rain, but the precipitation is not really relevant. We are on the coastline. If it rains 45 minutes, 20 minutes, and then the sun brights up again, really fast. So, but yeah, the November, April is the best time. The best weather also. It's less humid and it's really nice season.
Okay, perfect. And the next one is asking, what is canopy?
Canopy is like that you go from one tree to the other in the zip line. Zip line.
Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah.
The canopy zip line. So yeah, so we have yeah, that, and we also have, yeah, kayaks, lots of uh, somewhat extreme sports on the property.
Yes. Okay. That sounds like right up my alley. Next up, we have a question asking, do you have any fam trips?
We do have farm trips. We do cater those type of actions all year long. So
Okay.
yeah, we are open.
So how
Yes, we do.
does an agent sign up to attend your fam, or how do they
Yeah.
find out about them?
No, yeah. Normally we pair with the airlines, for example, with American Airlines or with Avianca, etc. And we do that in alliance with the airline, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So with the airline commercial department, we do that normally. Within the US, we also have some fan trip specific directly with the travel agencies that are also in our database. So
Mm-hmm.
specifically, the way that maybe in this case with all you spoil agents can is now that we have you really cleared who you guys are, we can start doing something and packaging up something for you guys. Yeah,
Okay.
we do it regularly.
Great. Wonderful. Are connecting rooms guaranteed?
We do have connecting rooms, but are not guaranteed.
Okay.
As soon as we receive that detail on the reservation, it's gonna be assigned,
Okay.
But obviously, we don't officially guarantee the room. No,
Okay.
yeah.
And do you have any type of travel agent platform?
We do have a travel agent platform, which is travelagents.decameron.com, where
Okay.
you have to sign up and receive the availability. You can quote online and you can even book. And it's travelagents.decameron.com.
Okay.
Obviously, in order to use it, you have to sign up and uh, we can access you the service. Yes, we do.
Okay. I'm going to send that link. I found it. It's beautiful. There's fire dancers in the video. I want to go. Um,
That's the shows every night, yeah.
They
And
look
on the
like
beach
great
also.
shows. Someone
Yeah.
else says, I sell a lot of budget travel and your properties are perfect for that. Do you require an IATA or CLIA card, or will you accept a letter of good standing from the host agency to get agent rates?
We need the minimum is the I don't know in the US the letter of
Good standing?
a good standing. Yeah,
Okay, so you can accept
yeah,
that. That's great. And
yeah.
just for that agent to know, you actually have the information on Spoiled Agent as far as how to book that. There's an email. And I'll send that to everyone in the chat right now. Okay, so just give me 1 second. And then let me get to another question. And that's the question here. How do we get agent rates? What is the process, please? So you just send an email, and I'm going to share that email right now in the chat while Heido answers this next question. Do you
Sure.
offer a dive shop in Salvador?
Well, we don't have on premises a dive shop, because our frontline beach has this characteristic of reefs, natural reefs, volcanic reefs, that for us is somewhat risky if you go out of our um,
Right offshore. Okay.
designated area. But we do have, with the Cameron Explorer, we can offer you the scuba diving or snorkeling services,
Okay, wonderful.
out of our premises.
Off premises. Okay, because it's a
Mhm.
bit risky.
Yeah,
Okay. It's like that on certain parts of Cozumel Island too. And then if you have too much of a current, then
yeah,
it can get pretty spicy, not the good kind of spicy.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Alrighty. Um, Okay, so I think we finished our questions. The rest are just really great comments from the agents that they love El Salvador, that
Nice.
and
Ready
that
for
they've been to
pupusas,
Decameron.
for
Yes,
pyramids,
wonderful
for
that they
good
love.
shopping.
Yep, that they love Jamaica, that their very first all-inclusive was a Decameron, and they love it so much. They love saltwater pools. Just wonderful. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in from across the country. We appreciate you being here because we know you really, really want to get to know more about this fabulous property. And there will be an email going out to everyone announcing the winner with some really useful resources as well for you on the properties. So I want to thank everyone for joining. And Jairo, thank you so much for such a great presentation. Haido, it was phenomenal. And I know that we just changed presenters. It wasn't even planned to be you,
It
but
wasn't
you
me. It
were,
wasn't me. I was
it was
just.
natural and amazing. And we really appreciate that. So thank you. Do you have any final words?
No, I just want to thank you again for the time. We are really open and through Spoiled Agent team available for you to require anything you want. I'm gonna share with Sabrina and Spoiled Agent team the presentation also
Yep.
for if you would need it and have it on hand, and also the fact sheet. So no, thank you again very much and see you soon in El Salvador.
Yes, I really hope so. That's where you're based, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll
Well,
go
I'm
for
based everywhere, but
You're
yeah,
based everywhere. That's what I thought I was going to say because you're all over.
yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah, yeah.
wonderful. Hopefully, we get to see you or at least see the beautiful property in El Salvador. Thank you again, Jairo. And thanks
Thank you.
everyone for coming. You have a beautiful rest of your week. Bye for now.
Bye bye.